In today's video, we're going to talk about how we need to blame the players union of the NBA for the whole Kevin Durant going to the Warriors debacle.
This is a Heat Rocks production.
What's up, everybody? Your boy Pat back again with another edition of Second Take, where I talk tech and I speak sports. Today's topic of the day is, let's blame the Players Association of the National Basketball Association for Kevin Durant being able to go to the Golden State Warriors. Now, I got a bunch of stats here that I'm going to pull out because I want to make sure I tell the whole story so nobody gets it confused. So, don't blame the Warriors, don't blame the owners, don't blame Kevin Durant. Blame the National Basketball Association Players Union, because these are the ones who were greedy. These were the ones who didn't want to follow the advice of the NBA, and these are the ones who essentially made it. The Warriors are going to win the title and nobody else is. So let's get into some of the stats. So in 2016, Kevin Durant had a chance to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, and he had a chance to go anywhere that he wanted to go, and he decided to go to the Warriors. Because why? Because he was able to sign there. That's why. And let's look at why he was able to sign there, because that's the big reason why I'm making this video, so people understand the Warriors, they didn't figure out how to manipulate salary cap. They didn't do anything genius to bring Kevin Durant on. The salary cap was manipulated for them, and we're going to get into why. The 15-16 season, salary cap was $70 million. The following year was supposed to be $80 million, but instead it went to $94.1 million. It was a record 24.1 increase in the year-over-year salary cap for the NBA. The most it had ever gone up in a year prior to that was $8 million. So how did it go up so much? Well, the NBA signed a 9-year, $24 billion with a B deal with Turner Sports and ESPN. So they decided, we're making more money. We're by law, by union contract, by collective bargaining agreement, we're required to give basically 50%. I'm not going to get into 51 and 49 and and what if this. I'm not here to discuss the salary cap. I'm here to tell you it's basically 50% of the money goes to the owners. Whatever basketball related income is generated from the operation, and 50% goes to the players. So players half, owners half. Simple. Okay? So the union gets approached by the NBA, and the NBA says, Adam Silver says, hey, maybe we should just smooth out the $24 million that the salary cap is going to increase over the next few years, as opposed to jumping up $24.1 million in 1 year. And what does the Players Association say? No, we want it all right now. So in a business sense, the common misconception will be, hey, if players don't take the increase, they're going to miss out on the money, right? That would be the misconception. Hey, you got $24 million to increase. You don't want to do it because of what? Because, you want to make sure the competitive balance is right. But we're saying we want to get our players paid, which they surely did, because $2 billion worth of contracts were given out that year. But that's the common misconception. The real thing that would have happened was they would have given anything 50-50, remember? They would have given anything that was generated basketball income related wise to the players. So essentially, instead of raising the salary cap $24 million and giving players $24 million extra, they would have essentially given them any of the revenue that was generated. It's called BRI, basketball related income. The league would have had to cut a check for every player basically to make it even, or to true them up in some sense of the word. So when we talk about, the Warriors ruined basketball, and Kevin Durant ruined basketball, none of that's true, man. Kevin Durant was just going where he was allowed to go. Because had the Warriors not been given that artificial increase in salary cap, there's no way in hell they would have been able to sign Kevin Durant. But because you had a greedy players union that was, manned by or headed up by Chris Paul and LeBron James and Melo, because those old guys that were at the meeting, along with I think her name's Michelle Roberts, who had taken over from Billy Hunter. I guess she wanted to make a good impression on her union membership of, look at what I did for you. But all you did essentially was ruin basketball for the last 3 or 4 years. And it's good for LeBron, because he should have been the one saying, hey, this is not good. And what did he wind up doing? He wound up having to face that super team. Now, yeah, he beat the 73-9 Warriors, but come on, let's all be honest. Draymond Green got hurt. I mean, you didn't beat them fair and square, just like they didn't beat you fair and square the year before when Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving were all hurt. But ultimately, you were getting to face a juggernaut in the West. Everybody knew it. I mean, you were getting them to be odds-on favorites, like 4 to 5 odds-on favorites. When those numbers inverse like that, it is essentially saying they're unbeatable. That's what Vegas is saying. They're unbeatable. So let's not blame anybody except for the greedy players union. Okay? That's what it is. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, the Anchor app. I'm also found Google and Apple Podcasts. Your boy Pat. Peace.